Well, hey folks, it's me again. Still, still discussing this crazy shit that's gone on that our government, or I don't know exactly who, but I tell you this much: after Jade Helm happened, I started being neurologically monitored, as well as there's hundreds and hundreds of other people that have been neurologically monitored. They are doing this to pretty much everybody, and I believe it has to do with the 5G network interfacing with our brains, and they can neurologically monitor each one of us. They've tortured me to no end, and I mean tortured me to no end. They tortured my girlfriend when she started staying here with me. Now she doesn't stay here with me. She's scared. They said horrible, horrible things that I wouldn't imagine that anybody would ever say to somebody. They... some of the most sick, demented things that you can imagine. They called us both pedophiles, and they said, you're a pedophile. You know how I know? Because I like to fuck little boys. I mean, they're fucking crazy. These people are fucking evil. They have tortured me for years. This has been going on since right around the Jade Helm, and I believe that they did the Jade Helm to identify the resistors, people that are not as easily basically brainwashed. What they do to you is they send a signal out at nighttime when you're sleeping, and they basically try to make you think that your government's good, that they're good people, and that they're not doing anything wrong. That's why a lot of people haven't been believing me. However, I know that there's a lot of people who do. There's so many people talking about targeted individuals on YouTube. It's not even funny. There's governors that know that it's going on. The people that are in charge of the people that worked on the projects to do this, they definitely, there's a lot of whistleblowers coming out and stating that it is real and it is going on. They use it's satellite terrorism in America. There's Dr. David Hall has written a book on it. It's called A New Breed, Satellite Terrorism in America. They use the 5G network, they use the satellites, and they use, and they can basically brainwash people. They can brainwash your friends, your family. They can do all kinds of different things, and I mean, they have done it to me, and I can assure you they did it to my girlfriend as well. They originally started doing it. I believe that they're trying to, from the interview that I saw with Dan Rather and Bill Gates, what they're doing is they say that they're trying to fix the healthcare system in America by hooking Watson up, this AI computer, to the internet. And basically, they said that he's so smart, that Watson is so smart that he could tell whether you had cancer or not by the inflections in your voice. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds pretty incredible to me. I don't think that it could possibly be true, but I can assure you this: they have tortured my ass, and I mean tortured me. They tortured my girlfriend. I've never done any drugs with my girlfriend, never, for a year, totally sober, and they still tortured me every day, and they threaten my life every day, saying that they're gonna kill me if I don't shut the fuck up and stop telling people. And I mean, they tell it to me every single day. They tell me if I post anything about it, they're going to kill me. They have gone so far out of their way to fuck up my life. It is incredible. They destroyed my business. They hacked into every one of my accounts that I have. They hacked my LinkedIn account, my Gmail account, my Google account, my Facebook account, my Facebook business account, my Google My Business account. They did the same thing to my girlfriend. They've done it to hundreds and hundreds of people. More than hundreds, thousands and thousands of people. There is supposedly 1 million people in the United States that are dealing with the same terrorism, and it is terrorism, and they're evil, very bad people. They say the most horrendous things to you to torture you if you don't do what they say. Every time I get my accounts back, they get hacked back into. They've gone so far out of their way. I don't know if it's Google for sure that is involved with it. I wouldn't think that Google would ever do something like this, but there's a chance. And Apple is involved. They've hacked all my Apple IDs. And I mean, they do it continuously. Like as soon as I get them back, they'll do it again. And then the thing is that every time it gets more complicated to get it back. Every time that they hack my phone or they put me on a separate network, it's more difficult to get it back. I've found that I can take and change the name of my phone, change the date on my phone, and change the location of it, and then I could get back on my Verizon network. But they did this to me with AT&T, they did it with T-Mobile, they did it with Verizon, and they are shutting me down. And it's all because they said that I was using drugs with my kids, which is a total blatant lie. They said that they've told me all kinds of horrible things. I mean, they've gone so far. The thing is that it's these are definitely people, because some of them are not very smart. When they do this, it's the voice to skull technology. It's called the voice of God weapon. It's all over the internet. They've taken a lot of the sites down. There's a lot of people who have been killed over this, and I'm never going to shut up about it. I know that what they're doing is wrong and evil, and they need to be held accountable for it, and they will eventually. Before too long, most of the United States will realize that this is going on, and most of the people will realize that this is going on, and hopefully we'll be able to put some plans into action to get them to stop doing this. It's very it's unusual, cruel treatment. It is terrorism. They are evil people. They don't believe in God. They have no spiritual will. This is a spiritual war. This is a social war and an ethical war. And what they're doing is going way far out of their way to make sure that everybody in America is brainwashed and mass controlled. And I'm telling you, if you think I'm lying to you, you've got another thing coming, because I promise you, it is real. It is going on, and they are doing it, and it is gonna stop one way or another. If I get killed over this, that's fine by me, because I know that this is what we fight wars over. We have freedom in America. That's what it was based upon. America is a free place. You can't go through your life and have them take away all of your mistakes and take away everything and control you. The only way that we learn is from making mistakes. I know that there was a time in my life where I was using drugs and I was shooting up drugs, and it was a bad thing. But I quit that more than 2.5 years ago, and I know that they have no reason to do this to me. They are sick individuals. They need to go to rehab themselves, and they need to understand that they don't get to be narcissistic, psychopath, control freaks, and that's what they are. And I believe that it has to do with the judge. I believe that it has to do with the state of Texas. That's what this guy writes in his book. He says there's an FBI agent, an ex-FBI agent, that uses the security. They're a security company out of San Antonio, Texas, and they do this to people. They keep telling me they're going to kill me, and they're going to kill me, and they keep saying it over and over and over. It doesn't matter to me. So in case something happens to me, just so you guys know, that's what's going on. And I can assure you, they are threatening the hell out of me, and they are evil pieces of shit. There's nothing good about this that could ever come out of it. They are taking our freedoms. They are wiping the slate clean and thinking that they're going to get to start over with this new America or something, or this new world order. Whatever it is, I can tell you this much. It's sick. It's evil. And I believe they are using directed energy weapons. The people that they don't like, they just get rid of. And there's a lot of people that have died over this, and there's a lot of people that may still die. And if I end up getting killed, then at least everybody will know I'm not lying to you. This is very real. It's going on, and this needs to be stopped. What's worse about it is most people will not ever hear it. They told me when I started hearing it, they would say, "Billy, can you hear this?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And then they would go on a lower frequency, and they go, "Can you hear this?" And then a lower frequency, "Can you hear this?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And they go, "You can hear 30 decibels below most people," or something like that. And there's 1 in 30,000 people can hear it. But I'm telling you right now, it's brainwashing. They do it to you mainly at night. And I know they've done it to my girlfriend. She knows that they've done it. They told her all kinds of horrible, horrible things. And the sickest thing is they watch you continuously. And if you do any, they basically try to tell you what to do consistently all of the time. They have, there's so many different things that they've said. It's absolutely mind blowing. I know that this is real. I know that it's hard for people to believe, but the technology exists. There's 8 patents on it out there that the government has. They're using, and I believe that this Donald Trump thing, okay, in the Space Force is exactly what I'm talking about. And this is a way for them to manipulate and control the public and control us as individuals. And I'm telling you, we fight wars over this, and this is real. And this is not going to fucking go down in America that I grew up in, that I believe that we were free. And the thing is, they tell me I'm not free anymore, that they're always going to be there. They're not going to stop doing this. They're going to kill me if I don't shut the fuck up and stop telling people. I know that this is evil. I know they destroyed my life, destroyed my business over the last 5 years. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to put up with it. I'm going to post it every day. And I'm going to make sure that everybody in America knows this is very real and it's happening. And you may not even realize that they're doing it to you because it's so hard for you to hear them. It's almost impossible for me to hear them, especially if I'm talking or I'm paying attention to music or anything like that. Then I don't have to listen to them. But if everything's quiet and in every 60 hertz motor, I can hear it bouncing off the 60 hertz motors. I can hear it through the water. I can hear it through I can hear it from the satellite. I can hear it coming from the sky when it's coming from a satellite. I hear it coming from the network towers, which there's one right there. There's one over here. There's one over here right in back of me or in front of me. And there's another one over here. And I can hear them talking through it. And they tell me that they're the task force and they're going to bust me for doing drugs and this and that. You know what? I don't care what they say. We have a right to privacy in America. And if you think that we shouldn't have a right to privacy, then you got some serious problems. Because I promise you one thing, that's what we fought wars over. Okay, they don't get to tell me what I can and can't do in my house. If I want to smoke pot in my house, I'll smoke pot in my house. And I don't give a fuck what they say. They can say whatever it is that they want, but I'm not going to allow them to fucking do this to me. And I promise you, if they start with one thing, when my girlfriend when we would have sex, they would torture the fuck out of us. They don't get to go and tell you how you can have sex with your significant other, or what food you can eat, or what drugs you can't do, or anything like that. The simple fact is, in America, we are free and we have a right to privacy. We have a right to be able to. Our homes are our privacy, and if they're gonna sit there and they're gonna zoom up on you with this thermal vision camera, and they can watch you in your room, and if you don't do what they want you to do, if you're not screwing your wife right, or if you're not jerking off right, or doing something wrong, then they get to torment and torture you. That's fucking wrong. And I'll tell you what, I know they're real. I know they're doing it. And I promise you, I swear on my life that everybody is going to find out about this. And something needs to be done about it, because these assholes are taking over. And I'm telling you, they are seriously taking over. The public does not know what they are doing right now. And I don't care how many times they threaten my life. I promise you, I'm going to keep posting stuff. And if I go away, then you will all know the truth. These people are sick and evil, and we have to do something about it. They're taking our freedom, they're taking our rights, they're taking everything away from us, mass controlling us, using us as slave puppets so that they can make more money. And I promise you, it's real. It's so sick. I can't believe that it's happening. It's taken me so much time to believe that it's real, that it's really going on, because there was a time where I thought, I think I'm just going insane. When I started hearing them the first morning, when I started hearing them telling me, you owe me $16,000, motherfucker, get up. And I promise you, this was a judge that made a judgment against me for child support, that when I took care of my children more than half the time, I not only that, but I did pay child support. I may not have paid what they wanted me to pay, but I paid more than my fair share, and I took care of my kids at least half the time, more than half the time. But I'm telling you, I don't believe this is my ex-wife's doing. I don't think she has any capability of doing something this horrendous and this horrible. This is the task force. They've been issued this kind of equipment. The judge is definitely wrong for doing it, and they get to assault, torment, and terrorize anybody they want, and it's wrong. And I promise you, I'm going to make sure that they're held accountable for this, and I need more people to help me, because it's very sick. It's very evil. These assholes need to pay for what they've done, and I mean it. They fucked up my girlfriend's head so bad by telling her they were going to drag her out of my window and rape her and rape her neck hole, and saying horrendous things to her. Things that I would never dream of saying to anybody. I can't even think of things that sick, and then torturing up both of us, telling us that we're pedophiles and all kinds of crazy shit. I'm telling you, this is real. These people need to be be held accountable. And when they kill me, then everybody will know what the hell's going on, because I'm not going to be silent about it, and I'm not going to shut up no matter what they say. These people have got to be put under control. They've got to be held accountable for what they've done. We need justice in America. We need justice in this state. And we need, as people, need to get together and do something about it. You know, the thing is that they have no morals whatsoever. They are evil people. They say horrible, evil things. And like I said, this is a spiritual war. This is very much a social war, and this is very much an ethical war. And if they're going to use this kind of technology, then they need a group of 100 people to decide whether or not it's ethical for them to do this to people. I could see there could be some good things about it, but I promise you it's being used for evil, and these people need to be held accountable. I hope you all have a good day, and I hope that you listen to what I'm saying, because it's very real. I'm not crazy, I assure you. I am crazy. I'll take that back. I'm totally crazy, but I'm not insane. I haven't lost my mind. I was born crazy, and I'll always be crazy, and I will own that to the end, and I will own everything that I've ever done wrong, and I'll own it in front of God, this universe, everybody, because I know in my heart that this is being done, and these are evil assholes doing it. And I do believe that it has to do with, I'm not going to say names right now, but I'm telling you, it's so sick. It blows my mind. Y'all have a good day.